cold and back pain.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a lawn and garden powerhouse.
760 miles east-southeast of Bermuda, moving toward the east-northeast at about 18 miles an hour. Winds in the center of Anna still being clocked at about 45 miles an hour. A little bit hard to see, but it is right here. Showing you a closer view. Kind of hard to pinpoint the center of circulation because all of the thunderstorms are well toward the east of the center. And so as it becomes a little bit less organized, I think we're going to see Anna die down a bit and become extratropical, no longer a tropical storm or a tropical cyclone at all, probably in the next 48 hours. But it is definitely one for the history books. It was classified as a tropical storm at 11 a.m. yesterday, the only April named tropical storm on record in the Atlantic Basin since 1871. Well, let's take a look here at the 48 states and show you where you might encounter some severe weather today. Back out here in Texas, yes, we're looking at the potential from Dallas down to San Antonio and northward through Oklahoma City and up toward Wichita, Kansas, and even back into New Mexico this morning, where we have a severe thunderstorm watch for another couple of hours. And this extends just toward the west of Amarillo and Lubbock. We have seen some thunderstorms move through this area and even some warnings in New Mexico earlier this morning, but nothing right now as these move northward through the Oklahoma Panhandle and into western Kansas. But we'll keep an eye on this area today, and also as these storms move eastward tomorrow, we could see even more severe weather from Missouri down through Arkansas into Mississippi and even portions of Louisiana. Kim?
Well, it looks like a chilly start to spring is robbing some companies of business. And that's on the heels of what was a rough winter. The Bloomberg Money Barometer looks at the economic impact.
Good morning. Cold weather took a bite out of sales at the Cheesecake Factory. The casual dining restaurant said sales were impacted by $2.5 to $2.9 million in the first quarter, with same-store sales falling 2%. The company's results were hurt by a President's Day snowstorm on the East Coast, ice storms in Texas, heavy rains in California, and an unexpected blizzard in Colorado. Meanwhile, Walmart said cooler weather kept shoppers from buying fans and bicycles last week. Shoppers also bought fewer children's pools and coolers compared with the same week a year ago. Retailers were relying on purchases of Easter candy and spring outfits last week to boost sales. This after some February and March results missed expectations because of the war in Iraq, job concerns, and snowstorms. And speaking of snowstorms, wintry weather also affected results at United Parcel Service, the world's largest package delivery company. UPS said its deliveries declined 1.2% in the first quarter. The company said its domestic package business was hurt by higher fuel costs, the rise in pension and health care costs, as well as the bad weather. For the Weather Channel, I'm Linda Bell, the Bloomberg Money Barometer.
Could be a wet weekend for some of us. Let's take a look. From the Mid-Atlantic, Washington, D.C. and Baltimore up through Philadelphia and New York, even Boston could see some of that wet weather, and widespread thunderstorms from the plains back out toward the Pacific Northwest, where it could be wet and cool. Still warm weather across the south, 80s and a few 90s in southwestern Texas. Drier across the south, wet toward the west, and we'll see temperatures still very warm southward, even a little bit warmer into the northeast. Kim?
Well, chilly, damp weather starts the day for some, and others will face the threat of severe storms later. And the next hour First Outlook prepares you for what's ahead. Now, beginning at 6:01, get the answer of who needs a warm jacket or rain gear in the Northeast. And at 6:05, learn where to expect stormy weather and where it could become severe. At 6:10 and 6:40, Dennis Smith will bring you up to date on where weather could put the brakes to your travel plans. And at 6:50, the folks who lost a bet on warm weather vacation spot. It wasn't the sure thing that they expected.
First Outlook is sponsored by Edwin Watts Golf, celebrating 35 years as golf's most trusted retailer.
Every year, for 35 years, golfers have opened their mail in anticipation of one thing: the new Edwin Watts Golf Catalog. Call or log in to get your copy today. Celebrating 35 years as golf's most trusted retailer.
Steam. Pure, powerful, and clean. Now harnessed in the revolutionary Ultra Steam Shark Steam Cleaner. Only from Sears. Get ready to have a blast. You'll be amazed how this lightweight beauty takes on tough messes, staring down grease and blowing it away. Might as well toss out your cleaners. Ultra Steam Shark takes on trouble all by itself. The high-tech stainless steel chamber is compact and heats up in minutes. turning a little tap water into a full 28 minutes of constant steam. Dirt, bye-bye. Mildew, adieu. The versatile attachments let you creep into crevices, squeegee away the scum, blast it clean with the power of steam. Call now to order, just $99.99, and only Sears has it. Clean without chemical residue on high chairs, on cutting boards and countertops. Ultra Steam Shark is ultra magnificent. Day-old toothpaste or year-old grime, it's all the same to Ultra Steam Shark.
Toast.
Who needs a smelly mop? The floor attachment uses pure steam power to clean without chemicals. And Ultra Steam Shark just loves being outside. Blast the grill or blast the grill. It's perfect for everything from the engine to the wheels. Call now to order yours. You won't find technology like this at a price like this anywhere else. Satisfaction guaranteed. With a complete system of attachments, it's lightweight, easy, and the smart way to go. Water to steam and steam to clean. Wherever it's building up, wherever it...
And when life-threatening weather develops, remember, we can notify you. For details, check out weather.com/notify. Hello and welcome back to Storm Watch. I'm Nick Walker.
And I'm Kim Perez. Thanks for joining us. It looks like all of the ingredients are coming together today for storm soup. And some of those ingredients necessary, well, moisture, of course. And we're looking at low-level moisture streaming in from the Gulf of Mexico, dew points in the 60s, and that's a lot of moisture here. Plus, we have our upper-level winds, very favorable for severe storms to develop, what we call diffluence, or the spreading of the winds that helps with lift. Our cold front and dry line pushing eastward into this area. Watch out, Oklahoma City, Dallas, and San Antonio. And then overnight, we think Little Rock, maybe to Jackson, Mississippi, possibly even to New Orleans for tomorrow. So again, we will be keeping that very close at hand. Well, Nick shows us where those ingredients are now simmering. He has Storm Watch. Nick?
Yes, we are watching that possibility. We're also watching this, rip currents. Yes, why, you ask, do we have rip currents on the North Carolina coast? Well, you know, you want to plan on keeping close to the shore if you're headed to the beaches here. Waves are running high courtesy of Tropical Storm Ana. Ana is a long, long way from the United States coast, but it was closer here earlier in the week as it made its way southward, or south of Bermuda. It's now located about 1,300 miles west-southwest of the Azores, but we're still feeling the effects of Ana with those rip currents. It's still a tropical storm as of the 11 o'clock advisory, but it's a long way from any land areas, as you can see, and although it is holding its own as a tropical storm, it's not expected to do so. As a matter of fact, most of the thunderstorm activity is well away from the center, and that's a pretty good sign that this will be weakening and perhaps even becoming extratropical as we get into the latter part of the day, or at least within the next 24 hours. However, Ana certainly has made the record books. It was classified as a tropical storm yesterday morning. It's the only known April tropical storm in the Atlantic Basin since records began in 1871. So an early start to this 2003 Atlantic tropical season. We'll keep an eye on the midsection of the nation today, where we're already seeing thunderstorms and heavy rain coming down in portions of Oklahoma, right along the Texas-Oklahoma border, and even on up toward western and central Kansas and Nebraska, where we're seeing some heavy rain. But it's right here in Texas where the ingredients are really set for some very strong thunderstorms today. This would include, as Kim mentioned, the San Antonio area, Austin, Dallas-Fort Worth, and later on, even around the Houston area. We're seeing some strong thunderstorms even as we speak near the Wichita area, off toward your west now. We're seeing some heavy rain come down. These had warnings on them earlier, no warnings on them right now, but certainly putting down a lot of rain, and we could still see some small hail out of them. So a lot of rainfall coming down into the Central Plains. Back toward your west, you see the churning of this upper-level low helping to spawn all of this mess. And we're continuing to watch the western and northern sections of Oklahoma as we've seen thunderstorms move through the region. Not as strong as they were and no warnings out, but still widespread heavy rain right now. And this could affect the Oklahoma City area as we get into the afternoon hours and even farther toward the south. Where's all this headed? Well, as we get into the evening hours, we're going to see it gradually make its way eastward, dumping lots of rain, at least an inch or more here throughout the Central Plains. We'll find ourselves with thunderstorms in the picture tomorrow as well, and some of these could be severe. As a matter of fact, overnight, we could see some severe storms, so you want to get your weather radio out, subscribe to Notify so you can be warned, so you can be called, even on the telephone, to let you know if strong storms severe weather is moving your way. We very well could see this around Shreveport tomorrow, Little Rock, Memphis, and even on up towards St. Louis. We'll keep an eye out on it. That's Storm Watch. Stay tuned for Weather Center coming up after Local on the 8s.
Is briquette French for little brick? Yeah.
Anyway, listen up. A barbecue grill manufacturer introduces a new model so big it puts all other ones to shame.
Even the really shiny ones?
Yeah, even the really shiny ones. Keep up. They rely on FedEx Ground to get affordable nationwide B2B delivery with a money-back guarantee.
And Backyard Gourmets get the thriller of the griller. Must be a real knockout.
It's the greatest.
The undisputed heavyweight broiler of the world.
All right, that's enough.
Go to FedEx.com for details on the nationwide B2B delivery of FedEx Ground.
The next 60 seconds could change your life forever.
I want to make more money.
I want more leisure time.
Greater income and freedom can be yours. And Debit Corporation of America has the key. Your own wholesale distribution business.
I want to be my own boss.
I want to feel good about what I do.
I want to kiss the rat race goodbye.
Debit Corporation of America has an opportunity now that you must explore. A turnkey operation that can give you greater income and freedom than you've ever known. Call now for all the facts and turn your life around.
I want to call the shots.
I want to be able to take time off when I want to.
I want to change my life.
Discover a ground floor opportunity that can put you in control of your life. For your free information package and video, call now and see how you can give your family everything you've ever dreamed of. The call is free, so don't delay.
I want an end to my financial worries.
I want the American dream, and I want it now.
For an incredible business opportunity and a new life, call Debit Corporation of America. Areas are selling fast, so call now.
I'm going to call today.
Women over 50 and men over 40 are waking up to a surprising fact. They're already at an increased risk of a heart attack. Because of age and other risk factors, doctors recommend Bayer low-dose aspirin as part of a routine to help prevent
And the yellow, south of that tornado watch and north of it, extending just to the Kansas border. Well, joining us is our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes. Dr. Forbes, some tornadoes have been spotted in Texas, right?
I've counted 4 tornado sightings in Texas, a couple up in the Panhandle, a couple up near the Childress area, and a couple of sightings also up in Kansas, just east of the Dodge City area. Let's take a look. Here we'll see quite a line of thunderstorms all the way from just east of Dodge City down across western Oklahoma, and then especially the bigger storms of the red cores down across western, moving now into central Texas. These are all along the dry line. They call this Tornado Alley, and that is because the dry line typically sits in this area. We'll come back. I'll show you in a moment the surface map that shows this dry air. But first I wanted to zoom in. There was a tornado warning for here in South Kansas, just Kiowa County. Now that has been allowed to expire, but notice the difference between this storm here, just little linear storms. It's not as unstable up in here, and these kind of storms were non-supercell thunderstorms we call land spots that occur sort of in the wind shear right along the leading edge of the storm. Now we'll switch sources, and I'll come back in a moment and show you some of these big supercells down in Texas. Here, this scalloped line in brown is the dry line, and that separates out the rich moist air coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. Dew point values numbers up in the 60s versus 20s, this dry desert southwest air. Where they collide, thunderstorms pop up. There's a bit of a warm layer aloft, a cap as we call it, that's inhibiting thunderstorms except right along that dry line. And so where it goes today, and it's marching east, the severe thunderstorms will follow. Part of the reason that dry line is so active today, you see this big spinning upper low and its cold pocket, and then right along this dry push coming in, lifting comes in right ahead of that. That's triggering the thunderstorm. Strong jet stream across South Texas. Right now the tornado warnings are down just to the left side of that jet stream, where the jet stream winds are sort of fanning the storms almost like a basketball player would fan the basketball. Here's one of those thunderstorms. These at the moment are not tornadic, don't indicate tornadoes, although they could again. Severe thunderstorm here in Greer County, Oklahoma. Strong thunderstorms perhaps becoming severe down near and southwest of Lawton, Oklahoma, coming toward Wichita Falls. About 2 hours or 3 hours now, coming into Fort Worth about 7:15, and we'll begin to see some of these increasing supercell storms here. You see the big supercell thunderstorms down here southwest, west of Mineral Wells, farther to the south. The tornado warnings are actually way down to the south here, south and east of San Angelo. This storm weakening, that's in the Menard County, but here in southern Crockett and southern Sutton counties, tornado warnings continue. Now for more coverage, here's Janetta.
All right, thanks a lot, Dr. Greg Forbes, our severe weather expert. Elsewhere across the country, we're following rain into parts of the Midwest and Central Plains states. Rest of the Midwest looks great. Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, no problems here. We do, however, think the rain will be scooting into Kansas City as well as St. Louis by tomorrow afternoon, and we could even see severe weather for you guys tomorrow. Would you believe we are seeing snow? That's right, snow in parts of New York State this afternoon. Not exactly what you wanted to hear, but that's exactly what you're getting. Temperatures are hovering around that freezing mark, too. Speaking of freezing mark, you've got temperatures in that direction in Denver with some snow in and around your metro area, extending down towards Colorado Springs. New system rolling into the Pacific Northwest, giving way to some rain here, and that's going to be spreading the rain as far south as San Francisco by tomorrow afternoon. More details on your forecast still to come right after you check out your own local on the 8s.
Why do we get accessories at Pep Boys? We don't have a family car. We have a family of cars. Thousands of the latest accessories.
Online or at more than 600 stores.
We install everything we sell.
Pep Boys, we're car people.
Call 1-800-PEP-BOYS or go to pepboys.com to find the store nearest you.
Hi, I'm Steve Schultz with a thought for your garden and your family. Everyone wants to grow beautiful flowers, hearty, healthy vegetables, and plants that are nothing short of incredible. But we also need to think about the bigger picture. That's why there's new Schultz Garden Safe. Effective, earth-friendly products you can feel comfortable using. Garden Safe products help your plants without harming the environment. Schultz Garden Safe, it's the right thing to do.
Garden Safe, effective products you can feel better about using.
For over 100 years, families have trusted Coleman for rugged reliability in the great outdoors. Now, Coleman brings that same quality and dependability home. Step into the great indoors with cost-saving, energy-efficient heating and air conditioning systems from Coleman. Right now, get hundreds back or special financing on select products. Outfit your family with Coleman.
Call your local indoor outfitter today.
Prego Traditional versus the leading pasta sauce. In the staring contest, neither jar blinked. But the taste contest was no contest, as everyone in the family preferred Prego. Everyone goes for Prego.
Oh, you might jump over. You want to touch it? Go ahead, touch it. Nicely nice, Froggy.
There was a time when poker night was what you looked forward to all week.
Whoa!
So who'd have ever thought that Boys' Night Out wouldn't hold a candle to Boys' Night In? Having a baby changes everything.
Private party! I need 1,000 people to move their car!
And everyone's invited.
Bernie Kosar.
I thought this was the men's room.
Bernie Kosar. Go wherever you want, man.
Next drill.
Tonight at 11:30, only on UPN 9.
Introducing a new level of performance from Acura. The all-new TSX.
UPN Tonight is all new. This little